Hi, good morning, guys. Happy Tuesday, and it's Transformation Tuesday. I didn't plan on being on live, but I just finished my workout and I was listening to a training in the background, which is what I normally do as I'm working out. And it reminded me of my vision. It reminded me as to why I had stayed committed and consistent with my fitness and with my vision beyond that as being a coach and helping you guys or whoever come in my path of life to achieve greatness, to become that person that has a vision, live intentional, realize that there's more to life than is just um, living the what I call the robotic life, which is that we get up, we go to work, and we do things out of a habit. We don't even realize it. We don't even have feelings or emotions attached to it. Um, that is what I call the robotic life, and I used to live that life, so I know exactly what it feels like, and I know exactly what is to transform your life, and having this vision that I found as a coach um, by setting goals and just leveling myself up every single day. So I wanted to share with you about having that vision. If you haven't um, analyzed it or thought about it, I want you to today, that is Transformation Tuesday, to really think about it. I mean, I remember when I started my journey, and it is so important because it is honestly, the more I think about it and I go back, it is really my core. It's like the heart of what had really um, driven me, and it had kept me going. And even when it gets difficult and you have your ups and downs, that I still push myself, even if I see a different level. It's not always going to be at the same level, but at least at a lower level, you still commit. And to me, that has always been my health. Um, I have been an asthmatic since I was born, or what I like to call, I was labeled an asthmatic as a 2 month old baby. And all my life, I was in and out hospitals, in and out, loaded with medicine. I remember I used to be a chubby kid because I was always in cortisone. And so basically, I was a balloon. I wasn't the popular girl. I wasn't the girl that had a lot of friends. Actually, even today, I don't have a lot of friends. So that is part of my vision, having true friends. That I can share my life, my vision, and they can grow with me as well. And that's my vision when it comes to coaching and building a team. And so I grew up in medicine. I grew up living in hospitals. I grew up running to the emergency room, and I even died for a few minutes. Um, and I do have that vision when I really passed away. I hope I'm saying the right word. Um, I still see it, and to me, I was just falling asleep. To me, it was just that I'm tired. I have been tired the whole day, so I can finally fall asleep. But in reality, I had died, and they brought me back. So this is something that I guess deep inside, I wanted to change. And doctors would always say, you have to, or you will be taking or drinking medicine your entire life. So, we become those people that lose the vision. Oh, he said this, so that's just the way it's going to be. So, my entire life, this is the way it is. Um, um, I also had this saying that I couldn't work out or I couldn't exercise or get too active because then it's going to create or start the asthma attack and so forth. So I had a lot of limitations. And that wasn't the life that I wanted to live. So I grew up with that. And there was a few years ago, that was when I started my journey intentionally, because I have always gone to the gym. I have always been active. I have always been the person that pushes and wants to, um, whether I want to admit it or not, I'm always the person that wants to be against what other people say. And if they say it's black, I want to make it red. And if they say you can, I said I can. So that is my personality. So when I got divorced, I'm a very introvert person, so I kept it all in, and that really like ate me inside. And when I said that I kept it in, I had this coworker that it was my best friend, and we used to even go on a weekly basis, and on Fridays maybe eat out, and just had fun with his wife, and it was just this get together as friends. And for 2 years, I kept meeting with him. I kept showing up to work. And he never knew that I was going through a divorce. He never saw me sad. He never saw me cry. He never saw me just break down. So when he figured this out 2 years after, and I don't even remember how was it that he figured this out, he was shocked. He couldn't believe that that was me. But I paid the price, because after those 2 years and even three, and my dog is here, and I'm afraid she's gonna jump. Um, I started having issues. I started developing pains, and I started having a lot of stomach issues. That's my weak spot. And I was diagnosed, quote unquote, with IBS. And oh my goodness, I went through so much. I mean, it was horrible. I used to get this pain. Sometimes even when I was asleep, and it used to give me some cramps and just twist my entire stomach. I mean, it was like somebody had gone like this, like full strength, and I couldn't eat. I mean, I would have, let's say, breakfast, and I would feel it the entire day that it would stay right here. And it would be 10 p.m. and I would still feel that heavy stone up here that it hasn't digested. So I went through a rough time, really rough time, and I could only get medicine. Nobody could explain it. Nobody could find anything. I went through colonoscopy, endoscopy. I went through so many things, and nobody could pinpoint nothing. Just take this medicine and move on. Take this medicine and move on. Just the easy way out, the quick fix. Just take the medicine and move on. Until one day, I met this doctor, and I had never forgotten him. He came into the room. He sat next to me, and he just told me, "Tell me about yourself." He didn't tell me why you're here for. He just told me, "Tell me about yourself. I want to get to know you." So I explained to him, I'm an architect. I run this major construction projects, and I'm doing this, and this is my lifestyle, and so forth and so forth and so forth. And he goes, "Whoa, you just have a lot in your plate. That's what this is all about. You have to change your lifestyle. You have to change the way you live, because this is gonna eat you. This is gonna kill you." And that was like a wake up call. That was like, wow. I never saw it like that. I mean, and we're supposed to just get the degree and work your heart out. Isn't that what society tells us that we need to do? And it's normal to be stressed out, and it's normal to be in traffic, and it's normal just to don't have a life. And it's normal to say, oh, I'm so busy. I mean, just carry the label here. If you carry the label here, you're in fashion, you are a badass. But it's not. That is not what life is all about. So I set out to go in a journey, to go in a journey. I remember, I think that was in my early 30s. I wanted to know who I was. I wanted to know why I was thinking the way I was thinking, why I wanted the career that I wanted, why I was so driven, why was it that I would react and say and behave and so forth. I wanted to know who was Carmen Mercado. And I couldn't continue living if I couldn't figure that person out. So that's when I set out in my 30s to get to know myself. And I said by 40, I want to become this person. And this person is going to dress and behave and have certain knowledge. Because as I get older, I want to be that person that leaves knowledge to the world. I wanted to be that intentional person that makes the world a better place. That if I can mentor and help somebody else not go through any of those things, I feel accomplished. So that's when I set out to change my life, get to know myself, read, study, and that's when coaching came into my life. And that because of all the health issues, and then I was having rashes, I started to be intentional about my journey, and that was my vision. So, vision. What is your vision when you sign up and decided to be here today? To be part of this group, to be part of something bigger, to be part of changing your future, changing your health. And that's what I want you to think today as Transformation Tuesday, because if you're not clear about that, you're gonna go through the emotions. You're gonna go through thinking, oh man, and I have to work out today. And this chick on the other end is driving me insane because every day she's showing on my news feed, and every day she goes into this app and she reports, and she's consistent, and it's eating me. Why can't I be that person? Because you need to be intentional. You need to find yourself. You need to really know why you're doing this. And I'm not doing this to annoy you. I want to bring um, intentionality, acknowledgement into your life. So today, once again, take a few minutes out of your life. Maybe you just want to think about it and let it marinate on the back of your head. Maybe you want to journal about it. It doesn't need to be that you find an answer right away, but at least set yourself out to figure why you're doing your why. And that would help you that every day that you're going to push play and you're going to set yourself out to crush that workout, that is going to set yourself out to make sure that you're eating all your containers and that you're eating your nutrition and that you are making that psychology that is full and loaded of probiotics and superfoods that are going to make you just smarter and better and more agile and energetic and just clear and sharper, that you're not going to think about it twice. It's not going to feel like a burden. It's going to feel like, yes, I'm doing this. I want this. I just feel renewed and revived when I do it, because that's how I feel when I wake up in the morning and I go into my gym room and I push play and I push myself. And there's days that you, you don't have the same level of energy, but there's days that, oh my goodness, I wish the world could see me and just be transformed with that energy. Just get that, absorb that vibe into their lives, for them to feel like how I feel, at least for a few hours. So if I'm able to transmit that energy into your life and that vision into your life, I feel accomplished. I truly feel accomplished, and I will feel blessed because I feel that I have completed my mission. So, guys, take your time, but I would love for you to get back to the comments below or even in a private message and share with me your vision with your fitness, your health, or the future. If you're a coach, what is your vision? I think, and it's in the Bible. I shouldn't say I think. I know because I am experiencing myself. Without a vision, we perish. We perish, and that cannot be so far from the truth. If we don't have a clear vision about what we want, we give up in a lot of things. We give up on goals that we had set out to do because they get hard, because we want things right away. And the reality is that things do not happen overnight. You need to work for them. You need to struggle. You need to put your heart and your soul and grow within for that vision to become a reality. So please don't give up on yourself, but do set out yourself to find that vision and become the best version of yourself on a daily basis. Don't get frustrated, don't get disappointed. Go at your own pace, but don't give up on your vision and on your goal. Okay? So thank you guys for listening to me. And just let me know what your thoughts are. And as always, I always say, make sure that you're living intentional. It's the best gift that you can give to yourself and to others around you. And I just don't want to close without saying, take the time to empower your life, and don't forget to share it with others. Have a blessed day, and God bless. Ciao.